It is probably the worst experience I've ever been in my life. I mean, it was the most terrifying. And you always like kind of, imagine what would you do? You hear about these horrible incidences, and you got to kind of ask yourself, what would I do in a situation like that? And the only thing I could do was just like keep my eyes down the hallway to make sure he wasn't coming down and just try to keep calm. But I mean, everybody was just going crazy. It was probably the most terrifying experience I've ever been through.
Where? Everyone on the floor! On the floor! Yeah! On the floor!
Everybody. Chill, 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 chill. Come on, you guys.
I'll tell you more what I heard. I heard the gunshots. I was going through the security gate, and I was picking up my stuff, and I saw people hit the ground and scurrying, and TSA agents telling people to run towards the gates.
I put my boot in the tray, and all of a sudden we heard the shots, and we just all fell to the floor and on top of each other, and it was like a dream. It wasn't real. It was like a movie. Nightmare. It was so intense, and it wasn't normal to hear that. And so we all just panicked and just started flooding through the screening x-ray machines, and TSA was right there with us, and we just didn't know what to do. It's just unreal right now. I'm shaking. I'm scared. I don't know if we're still safe.
And we got pulled into a room that they pulled a copy machine in front of the door, and it was under a desk, at which point we weren't allowed to leave the room, but you could hear a lot of shouting and more gunshots outside the room.
What was happening around you?
Just pure and utter mayhem. I mean, people were tripping over each other on the floor, bags everywhere, crying, screaming.
And once you run into this room and someone grabs a copy machine and shoves it up against the door, what's everyone saying around you?
Everyone said to turn cell phone ringers off. People were holding each other's hands. They didn't want to open the door when the security manager came because we didn't know who it was.
And they were turning these cell phone ringers off because the fear was this person was roaming around the airport and you didn't want to make a sound. Is that right?
Yeah.
The first frantic calls to police came in just after 8:15 a.m. Shots fired. Several people injured at the U.S. Navy Yard.
I heard 3 shots. Pow, pow, pow. 30 seconds later, I heard 4 more shots, and a couple of us that were in the cafeteria knew they were shots, and we started panicking.
I know that I lost a friend today. I lost someone who I had served with in the Pentagon years ago with, I believe, to be one of the fatalities.
As he came around the corner, he aimed his gun at us, and he fired at least 2 or 3 shots.
3,000 people work at the facility just miles from the White House and the Capitol.
He was far enough down the hall that we couldn't see his face, but we could see him with the rifle, and he raised and aimed at us and fired, and he hit high on the wall.